Hi everyone. So this is Ravi. So let me explain about my Selenium framework and how did I integrated my framework with different tools which supports continuous integration. So I think these days everyone is talking about continuous integration. So how does this continuous integration really helps in the real world? Okay, so first of all, what is continuous integration? See, continuous integration means, so these days everyone wants to adopt the changes of the requirements, right? So everyone in the world going towards the agile methodology, right? So that means you will have a continuous deployments, like monthly one production deployment with minor changes or major changes. So that means everyone wants to adopt the changes immediately, quickly, and deploy those changes to production. So during that time, so how can we manage our testing? Okay, so means, so as soon as, let's say you got a build, okay, so there are some requirements changes, and every, probably like, I mean, 15 days you need to complete the development team need to complete the changes and deploy those changes to QA team, and then the QA has to test those changes immediately and provide the test results so that they can deploy the code into production. So because of these short cycles, right, and we need to be integrated with each other, tightly integrated with the testing and development. Okay, these two needs to be integrated very tightly. So means, so how can we achieve this? So as soon as the changes, the development team made changes and they deploy the code into QA, immediately the immediately as soon as the development team builds the new code and deploys the new build into the QA environment, immediately these the automation scripts needs to be triggered automatically and run those changes on the application and then provide the results, right? So that is what we want to achieve. Okay, so what I did, so my framework, so my Selenium framework is totally concentrating on keyword driven framework and how this particular framework is integrated with the different tools which supports the continuous integration. Okay, first let me explain about my keyword driven framework. Okay, Selenium framework. So if you see here, so what I'm going to do is, so first of all, what is our testing application? Let me show you what is my testing application. Okay, so my testing application, right? I mean, especially my scenario. Let's say, let me show you what scenario, okay, what application I'm going to automate and what are all the different scenarios I'm going to automate. Okay, first of all, this is my website, okay, where I want to verify my this particular edit box called as email address. I want to verify password, I want to verify button, and then once I verify these objects on the page, I want to log in, okay, onto this application. So once you log into the application, okay, so I want to verify some elements and perform some operations. Okay, so just give me a moment. So it's just logging in. Okay, once you log in, I want to verify all these, my account, right? This is my account where I have the option of order history and details, my credit slips, my address, my personal information, my wish list. So I want to verify all these links available on this particular page or not, and also I want to verify these menus. Okay, so and then once I verify, and also I want to verify the login account. Once I log into the account, so really the account is related to Ravi Reddy or not. Okay, and then I want to just click on log out and then close the browser. Okay, so that's my uh, bigger picture of scenario where I want to automate. Okay, so let me explain how did I achieve that. Okay, using my keyword driven framework. So if you see the framework, right, so on the left side of the Eclipse, so I have a different three, I think around one, two, three, four, okay, four different packages. Okay, one each I'm having config package where I'll be managing all action keywords, constants, and object repository. Okay, so action keywords is let me explain that about action keywords later. So I will have constants, all the constants I'm managing in constants class file, where I'll be providing the variable. Okay, I'll be storing those constants into variables. Okay, and then OR file, it's a flat file, so where I'm managing all the XPaths and the element properties related to my application. Okay, and I have another package called data engine, and then I have another package called execution engine, and then utility. So data engine, what is this package? So this particular package contains my actual events which I want to pass, means actual test cases and the test steps which I want to perform on this particular application. So what is this data engine contains? Okay, so let me show you my example. Okay, data engine example. So this is my data engine, okay, where I'm specifying my test case. I'll be having all the test steps. There are two separate sheets I'm managing, test steps and test cases. Okay, this test steps contains my test cases and the test steps which I'll be performing for this particular test case. Okay, so if you see here, this is my login test case where I'll be opening the browser, navigating to the website, and then I'm verifying all the elements, right? So what kind of elements? I'm verifying this email username, I'm verifying the password on the page, and then I'm verifying the button, and then I'm clicking on the button. Okay, once I verify each element, I'll be providing the username, password, and click on button. That is my login password. Okay, and once I log in, what I'm going to do, I want to verify the text. Means once I log in, I want to verify the login account, whether it has been logged into the correct account or not, by comparing my text. So that's what I'm performing, verify account. That is my next test case. And what about the other test case? The next test case is verify my account page, means this one. I'm verifying all these links, okay, whether available on my page or not. And then I'm also verifying the navigation of the menu, means once I click on t-shirts, right? So I want to verify once I click on t-shirts, really it's navigated to the corresponding t-shirts page or not. Okay, so that is my second test case. Sorry, fourth test case. And then just click on logo. That is my fifth test case. Okay, so these are all my different test cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 test cases. Okay, what about test case? So now out of these 5 test cases, what to run? So I can just specify here my 5 test cases are here. Okay, which test case I want to run, which test case I don't want to run. So okay, so I'll be managing all the runs here. So what test case to run, what test case not to run. If I put the run mode as yes, then that means you can run the test case. If I put run mode as no, that means I don't want to run the test case. Okay, so now all the 5 test cases I want to run. Okay, so that's my data engine. Okay, so where I'll be driving which is input for my driver script. Okay, and I have another thing is execution engine, which will have the driver script which drives the script. Okay, and then I have another package called util, where I'm managing all the Excel related classes, methods, okay, which will be utilized to connect to my Excel sheet. Okay, and then I also have log class file. Okay, so let me explain about log class file later point in time. So this is my entire keyword driven framework. Okay, so now, so what it will do, so my keyword driven framework totally works on based on this particular Excel sheet input. Okay, so that means first step opens the browser and then navigates my particular website to the navigates to the website, and then verifies the element of username, and then it inputs the username as Ravikant at rediffmail.com, and then verifies the password. It inputs the password and then click on login button and verifies the button and then click on login button. So that's how the events goes on. Okay, this is my data engine. Okay, and then let me just, so, and my particular keyword driven framework is actually, I built this particular one in Maven framework. Okay, Maven. So this is my pom.xml, okay, where I'm managing all the dependencies, okay, related to testng, goose for reports, report-ng, and then velocity. These are all related to my reporting dependencies, and then Excel dependencies, and then log4j dependencies, and extent reports. So all these dependencies I'm managing in my pom.xml. Okay, so this is my Maven framework. Okay, so let me just run and show you how does it works. Okay, my keyword driven framework. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this, or you can just right click on pom.xml, or you can just click on your project and then right click and then run as Maven test. I'm running this as Maven test. Okay, so once you click run, so it's just building my project and then running my test suite. Okay, it's open my Chrome browser and then it's navigated to account, and it's provided username, password and everything, and then it is verifying my, see, it is verifying all these, it's verifying whether it is available or not, and then clicked on t-shirt, and then it is verifying the navigation of the t-shirts, and then it will be clicking on sign out button. Okay, signed out, and then close the browser. Okay, so now, so once you run the script, right, so reporting purpose, so what are all the different types of reportings we have? So in this framework I have used extent reports. Okay, where, so let me just refresh this particular folder so that all the output files will be refreshed. Okay, I'm just refreshing it. Okay, so here if you see, there is another package called reports. Okay, so in this package I am generating my reports. Okay, so let me open my report, whatever the run, just now we run the report, right? So I'm opening this into web browser. Okay, so let me copy this particular report and then show you how the reports look like. So this is my report. Okay, so if you see, I have total 5 test cases. Let me open the 5 test cases. Okay, okay, what are my 5 test cases? First test case is login. Okay, and then second one is verify account, my account page, menu navigation, and logout. So these are all 5 different test cases. So here if you see, the first test case, it has 1 2 3 all these steps, every step passed, at what timestamp it has occurred, and what are all the details. First one, open the browser Chrome, navigated to so and so URL, and then I'm verifying the web element. So web element so and so displayed on my page, and then entered my username, and then verified the password web element displayed, and then entered the password successfully, and then verified the web element of login button and clicked on login button, and then verify account. If you click on this one, so it has only one step where I am verifying Ravi Reddy. So it says link text, this one, link text is matching expected value called Ravi Reddy. Ravi Reddy is my expected value because I'm logging as Ravi Reddy, so that's the reason it is comparing my expected value with Ravi Reddy. It worked. And then verifying my page elements, right? I'm just verifying every my account, so order history, my credit slips, all these things available on my page. And there is menu navigation. So once I click on t-shirts menu, so one thing is, see, the navigation got failed. So because I just introduced failure here where I specified wrong, probably like, I mean, mismatching. Okay, so it's failed, and then log out. So this is my logout successfully completed. So if you want to see the report in dashboard states, okay, you can see that. So let me show you the dashboard. Okay, so this is my dashboard view where how many test cases I have total? 4 test cases. One test case got failed, which is my this one. So menu navigation got failed, right? So one test case got failed. And what about the steps? I have total 17 steps. Let me show you. So total 17 steps I have, right? Out of which one step got failed. So this is failed test case. Okay. So this is how you can generate the reports by using extend reports. Okay. Let me show you one more thing. So if you see here, for every, let me go to test cases. If you see here, my first test case got passed, second test case passed, third passed, and fourth one is failed, and fifth one is passed. So that means even the results, whatever the results we are getting right, I am updating my test case sheet accordingly. The result is being updated. See, also step. So first step pass, pass, pass. So all these things except my 19th step. Okay, 19th step is failed. So okay, so that means I have created HTML reports which I will be sharing with the management, and also I am updating my test steps accordingly, which is passed and failed for testers point of view. Okay, and now, so let me see, so why this particular step got failed. Okay, so how can you analyze failure of the test case? So that can be achieved by using logs. Okay, there is a logging mechanism which I followed. Okay, so if you see here, in utility, I'm managing all the log class file where I'm just mentioning my loggers, like, I mean, log.info. So if you get error, what kind of log should be logged into my system log files, and if it is success, what logs should be done. Okay, so let me show you how does this logs looks like. Okay, so if you see here, there is log. This is my automation.logs.log. Okay, this is my logs where it shows why it is failed and how it is passed. Okay, let me see my system logs. Okay, where I am generating the logs. So this is my logs. Okay, let me open this in my local drive so that you can easily analyze the logs. Okay, so this is my automation logs.log. So if you see, observe these logs, right? First test case, login test case. What happened? It was opening browser, Chrome browser started, and you are verifying the element and verified successful, done, and then verifying the account. Okay, and then verify my account page where I'm verifying all the links like order history, my credit slips, my address, personal info, wish list, etc. And then menu navigation, I'm just verifying. Once I click on t-shirt, right, it is clicking on t-shirt, comparing t-shirt text. So navigation, to compare the navigation, I'm comparing with one of the text. So not able to compare the text, no such element found, unable to locate element means it is unable to, the Selenium is unable to locate the XPath of that particular selector. Means, see, this is what everything the message it is getting driver info, and it is not able to identify the element. So that's the reason that particular test case got failed, and then log out. See, so, and also at what time this particular, this is got errored out. So you can see the time. So my time is like 6:38. So you will have all the system logs, right? Each and every action performed by the script will be logged into this particular log file, where you can easily debug and identify the failures and the system issues. Okay, so this is my log files. Okay, so let's say for example, okay, so let me do one thing. So I want to modify my, I want to introduce one additional checkpoint. Okay, so my goal of my goal of testing changes. So let's say I want to verify one thing. Let me sign out and show you. Okay, okay, so now I was verifying all these things, right? Now I want to verify, let's say, even this main menu. Let's say woman. Okay, if the main menu of called woman is existing on the page or not. Okay, that we were not verifying. So let's say I want to verify, and then how can I achieve that? How can you achieve? You just need to insert one additional step here. Okay, insert additional step and provide all the details of additional step, and you just need to provide the object name here. Okay, and then what action keyword, verify element. Action keyword will be verify element. Okay, so first of all, how it is driving? So based on your action keywords, open browser means based on the open browser action keyword, it calls your keyword action. So let's say if you see, these are all action keywords. Open browser, so I have written a function called open browser, so it automatically calls that particular method. Okay, navigate, so it goes to, as soon as it comes to second row, go to navigate, and immediately it calls the method called navigate here. Okay, and then here verify element, so immediately searches for the verify element here, and then it executes verify element method. Okay, so that is how the scripts goes on. So the, let's say if you want to verify additional element, you just need to insert and change your object name so that it takes the corresponding object here. Okay, so that is how it is tightly integrated with the Excel sheet, where any tester can just enhance the scripts by modifying the Excel and run this, by modifying the Excel as well as your object repository, and then run the script. And then as usual, you can see all the results. HTML reports you can see HTML reports you can see, and then you can see your logs, and then you can see also your test results in the Excel sheets. So this is my keyword driven framework, Selenium keyword driven framework. Now, so how this particular keyword driven framework is tightly integrated with the other tools which supports your continuous integration. So let me show you. So let me just bring up my GitHub, where I'm storing my remote repository. Okay, and also let me bring up my Jenkins also. So let me, okay, I'm just invoking Jenkins. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So it's just invoking my Jenkins. So here continuous integration. So for continuous integration I have achieved by using two different tools called Jenkins as well as GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is, it's a tool where I'll be storing all my scripts, right? Whatever the scripts you have seen, right? All the scripts, like this entire code base can be stored in a remote repository, okay, and you can manage the version control. Okay, let's say you have 10 members team who will be working on this particular script. Okay, so everyone will be making their own changes and they will be checking in all those changes to the repository, right? So that's the repository. This is my GitHub repository where all the scripts. So if you see here the same structure, see here, my same structure is available. Let me show. Okay, the same structure available here. Okay, this is my same structure. You have src. If you go to src, okay, let me say not this one. I'm just referring to the wrong one. So that this is my repository. Okay, so it's my keyword driven. Okay, so it will have everything like all the code base, which I have checked into my GitHub. Okay, so and also let me just bring up my Jenkins also. Okay, so this is my Jenkins. Okay, so let me show you how can I push the code to a repository, remote repository. Okay, so this is my project, okay, where I want to check in my latest code to a remote repository called GitHub. Okay, now I'm checking in entire code. So how? Go to team, share project, okay, and then what is my location of the project? So this is my local repository. Let me show you my local repository also to you. So this is my local repository where I'm managing entire code. So this is my same structure you have in the local, right? So that is my local repository. I'm just checking, okay, and then finish. So if you see here, immediately the path got changed to your local repository. Okay, and now, so what I need to do is you just need to click on team and then commit. Means I'm committing all the changes whatever happened in here. Okay, so there are some changes where I've changed my Excel sheet and the output, like I mean my reports and automation logs got changed. So these are all my new changes. Different changes happened into my files. Okay, I'm just committing these changes to my repository, GitHub repository. Okay, okay. You just need to either you can just click on commit or okay. Let me just click on commit. So all those changes got committed to your local repository. Okay, where is my repository? This is my local repository. Let me show you. Okay, I have committed all the changes to my local repository. Now from local repository, I need to push those changes to remote repository. Which one? Remote repository called GitHub, where I am storing all the code base. Now I am pushing that changes to how? Just right click on your local repository and click on push. Okay, so it is pushing all the changes. Okay, see whatever the comments I gave, right? Committing changes to repository by Ravi. So you can see those, right? And then it committed to your master. So where is my local repository is actually in the master branch. Okay, so those changes got committed to your remote repository. Click OK. Means my latest code is now available in a server. So what is this actually? This is GitHub is a server where you are storing your entire script, different all the files, everything, okay, and then it is versioning control. It maintains the version, different versions, okay. So now let me just here. So it's 2 minutes ago we checked in two files here, three files related to this particular folder. See, rest of them are, it's this one also we checked in right just now, automation dot, so 2 minutes ago. So that means the latest code got reflected into here. Now let me show you how can I run the script which is checked into my remote repository by using Jenkins. Okay, so now I have already created my project here. So this is my project. Okay, this is my project. Let me show you. So I created one project where I've configured my Jenkins project. If you see, this is my Jenkins project which I created, and this is my GitHub project. Means I am giving the URL of my remote repository. So let me show you. So this is my remote repository. So this is my repository, right? So this is my repository, okay, where I have provided the, okay. So now, so what I was explaining, so here I have provided my remote repository URL, right? So my remote repository URL is this one. This is my remote repository copied, and the same thing I have provided here. And my what is the source code? Git is my source code where I have provided my same remote repository, and I provided my remote repository credentials. And what do you want to run? I want to run my Maven project, right? So this is my pom.xml where I have provided my pom.xml path here. So this is my pom.xml, right? And then I'm saying Maven install clean test. Okay, so this is my project. So let me just show you how will I run this particular project. Okay, go to dashboard. So this is my project. I want to build this particular project now. So let me show you. First of all, so before running, so let me just exit this one. I want to run using Jenkins, right? Exit this Eclipse. I'm just exiting Eclipse because I'm not using Eclipse to run now. Okay, so here build, just click on build now. Okay, once you click on build now, it starts building your project. See here, it started building your project. Okay, and it is pulling all the code from GitHub and it runs the project. So it opens your browser. See here, it opened your browser, and then okay, provided, verified everything. Now it verifies your this one, whatever highlighted ones, verified, 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 verified. I'm just highlighting so that it will be easy for us to analyze what operation is happening. Okay, and then sign out and close the browser. And my build is closing everything. Is getting complete. It's completed. Done. And you can go here. Okay, so let me show you. So how I can show, I want to show you once the build is successfully executed, right? Once the build is successfully executed, then we can run our test scripts. How? So let me show you. So let me just set up. So here in my configurations, right? what I'll mention here, this particular code will execute it. So there is an option called when does this particular automation scripts do you want to run? I want to run this particular script after successfully, means trigger the script only if the build is stable. Which build? Dependent dummy project. It's just I created one dummy project. So let me show you. If this dummy project is successfully built, and then my automation scripts will start running. So let me just, so let's assume this is my one build which is related to coding. Okay, I'm just building this particular script. Assume that this is your development code. Okay, it is building now. If the build is successful, and then it starts triggering. Actually I have I'm using same scripts. Okay, my first build is this. Let's assume this is your development build. Okay, just don't take that this is my QA build, but let's say this is your development build. Okay, once this development build is executed, for example, and the status becomes success, right, immediately it starts executing second build. Okay, so it is running, done. So my first build is completing. So it is showing it's completing. Okay, so it's completed. So as soon as the build is completed, immediately it starts running second build. See my GitHub git underscore is go. See here, git underscore keyword underscore mvn is getting started now, right? So upon successful build of this, it started running our automation scripts. Assuming if this is our development build, once your development build is successfully deployed into QA, your automation script will start running. See, it is running my automation scripts. Successfully completed. Close. It is closing. Completed and closed. Right? Yeah. So that's how, means whenever it is running, right, it is taking the latest code from my remote repository. So that is how you are continuously integrating your automation scripts with your development team. You are integrating everything, like, I mean, you are managing your reports, you are managing your logs, you are managing your system logs. So that's how we can achieve the continuous integration. Hope this helps you to understand the keyword driven framework, Maven framework, and all other dependence tools related to your continuous integration. Thank you.